In this problem, we need to create a path sum function that counts the number of paths in a binary tree where the sum of the node values in each path equals a given target sum. To achieve this, we use depth-first search, or DFS, combined with sum tracking. DFS is the method used to explore tree structures recursively. As we traverse the tree, we keep a running total of the node values to check against the target sum. This allows us to explore all possible paths and ensure that we correctly identify paths that meet the target condition. Each node in the tree is represented by a tree-node structure. A tree node can have up to two children, a left child and a right child. The value of each node contributes to the sum of the path that passes through it. We start our DFS from the root of the tree. The first step in the traversal is to check if the current node is null. If the node is null, we stop the traversal because there is nothing to process. This check is crucial to prevent errors when we reach the end of a branch in the tree. For each node, we add its value to the current sum and check if this sum equals the target sum. If it does, we increment our count because we have found a valid path that meets the condition. The variables count and sum play crucial roles here. Count tracks the number of paths that meet the target sum condition, while the sum holds the cumulative sum of node values along the current path. After checking the current node, we continue our DFS by recursively calling the solve function on the left and right children of the current node. This recursive exploration ensures that we traverse all possible paths in the tree. At the end of each recursive call, we subtract the current node's value from the sum to backtrack correctly. This step is essential for maintaining the correct sum as we explore different paths. By subtracting the current node's value, we ensure that the sum does not include the values of nodes from previously explored subtrees, which would lead to incorrect sums and prevent us from identifying valid paths. Backtracking is a crucial part of the algorithm. Without backtracking, the sum would accumulate values from all previously explored nodes, leading to incorrect results. By subtracting the current node's value when returning from a recursive call, we reset the sum to its previous state, allowing us to correctly explore other potential paths in the tree. The entire DFS algorithm is encapsulated in an auxiliary function called solve, which is used within the path sum function. The solve function takes as parameters a pointer to the current node and a reference to target sum. This function handles the recursive traversal, sum tracking, and path checking. The path sum function initiates the path search process with the desired sum using a recursive approach. It starts by checking if the root is null, which would indicate an empty tree. If the tree is empty, the function returns 0 because there can't be any paths that satisfy the condition. This initial check is important to handle edge cases where the input tree is empty. Next, the solve function is called on the root of the tree to search for paths with a sum equal to target sum. After processing the root, path sum is called recursively on the left and right children of the root to ensure that the entire tree is explored. This recursive call ensures that we consider all possible paths starting from each node in the tree, not just those starting from the root. The final result is stored in the count variable, which represents the total number of paths found with a sum equal to target sum. This variable is updated throughout the recursive traversal as we find paths that meet the condition. To summarize, the solution uses a recursive DFS approach to explore all possible paths in the tree and check if the sum of the values along each path equals target sum. The implementation leverages recursion and backtracking to keep track of the current sum of node values, ensuring that the algorithm is both efficient and correct. By systematically exploring each node and updating the sum, we can accurately count the number of paths that meet the specified condition. Now, let's test this algorithm to ensure it works correctly. Experimenting with the various tree configurations will help verify its reliability and ability to handle diverse scenarios efficiently.